PDO lesson prepared by N. Markandeya, lecturer in chemistry, Dr. BRR Government Degree College, Jadcherla, Department of Chemistry. So today topic is carbohydrates for BSc third year, 6th semester, paper 7. Today topic is interconversion of monosaccharides. Interconversion of monosaccharides. See here first example. So many interconversions are there. Aldopentose to aldohexose, aldohexose to aldopentose, aldohexose to ketohexose, ketohexose to aldohexose. These are interconversions are there. See here first example is aldopentose to aldohexose. Here see here aldopentose. Aldopentose containing aldehyde functional group and 5 carbon atoms carbohydrate. 5 carbon atoms carbohydrate. Convert to the aldohexose. Aldohexose means, so these aldohexose contain aldehyde functional group and 6 carbon atoms carbohydrate. So these 5 carbon aldopentose convert to the 6 carbon aldohexose. So this conversion is known as a Killian-Fischer synthesis. This conversion is known as a Killian-Fischer synthesis. See here example is D-arabinose to D-glucose and D-mannose. D-arabinose to D-glucose and D-mannose. Here see D-arabinose. D-arabinose contain the aldehyde functional group and 5 carbon atoms. So it is example for the aldopentose. So and D-glucose and D-mannose, these both are contain the aldehyde functional groups and 6 carbon atoms. 6 carbon atoms. So these D-glucose and D-mannose are example for the aldohexose. Aldohexose. So these D-glucose and D-mannose are the epimers. Example for the epimers. So epimers means they are differ the configuration at C2 carbon atoms. So D-glucose and D-mannose are the epimers. See here these D-arabinose to D-glucose and D-mannose conversion. So this is a method for converting one aldose to another aldose containing one more carbon atom. One more carbon atom referred as lengthening of a carbon chain of aldoses. Carbon chain of aldoses. End is due to Killian and Fischer. So here this is a method for converting one aldose to another aldose. One aldose to this aldopentose to aldohexose. Both are the aldoses. So aldose to another aldose containing one more carbon atoms. That means pentose to hexose. So referred as a lengthening of one carbon chain of aldoses. So pentose to hexose is a lengthening of carbon chain of aldose, and it is due to a Killian-Fischer synthesis. See here example of D-arabinose to D-glucose conversion or conversion of D-arabinose to D-glucose. Here D-arabinose contain the aldehyde functional group and 5 carbon atoms. It is converted to D-glucose. D-glucose means containing the aldehyde functional group and 6 carbon atoms. So 1 carbon increase from D-arabinose to D-glucose. See the mechanism of this conversion. See first D-arabinose reacted with the hydrogen cyanide to give diastereomeric cyanohydrins. Diastereomeric cyanohydrins, which on hydrolysis gave corresponding aldonic acid. which on hydrolysis gave corresponding aldonic acid. These acids are reduced via lactone to give D-glucose and D-mannose. So here first D-arabinose react with the hydrogen cyanide. So D-arabinose contain the aldehyde functional group. When it react with the HCN, it gave a cyanohydrin diastereomers, which on hydrolysis gave a corresponding aldonic acid. So these acids are reduced via lactone to give a D-glucose and D-mannose. See here, so reaction. Take here reaction. First take the D-arabinose. So D-arabinose containing the 5 carbon atoms. So this is the aldehyde functional group. Second carbon H is right, OH is left. Third carbon OH is right, H is left. Fourth carbon OH is right, H is left, CH2OH. This is the aldehyde functional group containing 5 carbon atoms, D-arabinose. So when it react with the hydrogen cyanide, so form a 2 diastereomeric cyanohydrins. See here, this is one diastereomeric cyanohydrin, this is another diastereomeric cyanohydrin. See like here, so when aldehyde react with the HCN, here HCN means H plus and Cn minus. So this carbon and oxygen is a more electronegative atom. So this pi bond shift towards the oxygen, then oxygen will contain the negative charge and carbon contain the positive charge. So this H plus react with the oxygen, Cn minus react with the hydrogen to form a this OH and Cn type carbon. See here, so this is the cyanohydrin. In second carbon, the second carbon OH is right side. So in this compound, the second carbon, so OH is left side. So both are the diastereomeric cyanohydrins. Both are the diastereo. Two isomers will form. So when D-arabinose react with the hydrogen cyanide, one this, so one this. So from this reaction, OH is right, this OH is left. When this cyanohydrin, so hydrolysis, it will Cn cyanohydrin convert to the COOH group. Cyanohydrin convert to the COOH group. This is a aldonic acid. So always on hydrolysis, the Cn group gives a Cn groups convert into the COOH group. So on hydrolysis, this Cn group convert into the COOH group. These are the two isomers. This is aldonic acid isomers. When this heated, this aldonic acid heated, it will give a gamma lactone by removing of water molecule. See here, so it will remove this OH group and the fourth carbon hydrogen. So as a water molecule, So this aldonic acid on heating, it will remove a water molecule to give a lactones, gamma lactones. This is the functional group. This alpha position, this is beta position, this is gamma position. This is known as a gamma lactone. Gamma lactone. So this gamma lactone, so reduced by sodium amalgam, so it will convert a, so opening of this lactone group, it will form a D-glucose. It will form a D-glucose. This is the mechanism of, so D-arabinose to D-glucose. Okay, arabinose react with the hydrogen cyanide, so it will form a the cyanohydrin. So when the cyanohydrin on hydrolysis, this CN group convert into a COOH group, that means it gives a aldonic acid. So when heating, this aldonic acid convert into a lactone. So this is the lactone. This is the lactone. So this lactone on reduced by sodium amalgam, it will give a D-glucose. This is the one isomer. And same here, see this isomer, it will cyanohydrin react with the D-arabinose. So in this isomer, H is right side, OH is left side. This is another isomer. When this hydrolysis, same, this COOH group convert into the, cyanide group convert into the COOH group, same. So on heating, so this is also form a, so lactone, this aldonic acid, by removing a water molecule on heating, it will form a aldolactone or gamma lactone. Aldolactone or gamma lactone. See here, this carbon, so OH is right side here, this carbon OH is left side, this is right side. So by reduction with sodium amalgam, this aldolactone, so convert a D-mannose. So from this D-arabinose, so gives a two isomers, that is the D-glucose and D-mannose. So D-arabinose containing the only 5 carbon atoms, D-glucose and D-mannose containing the 6 carbon atoms. See here, this is the conversion of aldopentose to aldohexose. In this D-glucose and D-mannose, see here, this is the aldehyde group is the first carbon. So here second carbon. So in the second carbon, this D-glucose, at second carbon, OH is right side, H is left side. So this D-mannose, at second carbon, H is right side and OH is left side. Remaining all are so same. Remaining all functional groups are same. So these both differ at C2 carbon, configuration at C2 carbon. So these D-glucose and D-mannose are example for the epimers. So these are the diastereomeric isomers, D-glucose and D-mannose. This is the, so conversion of, so arabinose to D-glucose and D-mannose or aldopentose to aldohexose. So this conversion proposed by Kiliani and Fischer. So this is known as a Kiliani-Fischer synthesis. Kiliani-Fischer synthesis. See here, next one, aldohexose to aldopentose. So aldohexose means containing a aldehyde functional group and 6 carbon atoms. So to aldopentose, so aldopentose means containing a aldehyde functional group and 5 carbon atoms. Here see, observe here, this aldohexose to aldopentose. So decrease the one carbon atom, decrease the one carbon atom. This conversion is known as a Ruff's degradation, Ruff's degradation. So example for this conversion is D-glucose to D-arabinose. Already we have to see. So D-glucose to D-arabinose. D-glucose containing a 6 carbon atom aldehyde functional group containing carbohydrate. So D-arabinose is a 5 carbon aldehyde containing carbohydrate. So this D-glucose to D-arabinose is a Ruff's degradation. See here. So this is a method for converting one aldose to another aldose. This is also converting one aldose to another aldose of one carbon atom less. So here one carbon atom less, referred as a shortening of the carbon chain of aldoses. So shortening of the carbon chain of aldoses, or stepping down the sugar, that means it decrease a one carbon atom, So D-glucose to D-arabinose, D-glucose containing a 6 carbon atoms, so D-arabinose containing a 5 carbon atoms. So this is a one carbon less conversion, or one carbon decrease conversion. So this is known as a Ruff's degradation. So this is the method for converting one aldose to another aldose of one carbon atom less, referred as shortening of carbon chain of aldoses, or stepping down the sugar. See here conversion. So first take the D-glucose. So we know the structure of D-glucose containing the aldehyde functional group. So and second carbon OH is right, H is left. Third carbon H is right, OH is left. Fourth carbon OH is right, H is left. Fifth carbon OH is right, H is left. This D-glucose react with the bromine water. So react with the bromine water to form a gluconic acid. This bromine water is a mild oxidizing agent. It will convert to the aldehyde functional group. So as a carboxylic functional group. So it will convert a aldehyde functional group to carboxylic functional group. So D-glucose on oxidizes with bromine water gives a gluconic acid. So this gluconic acid react with the calcium carbonate to form a calcium gluconate. So gluconic acid is a acid, this calcium carbonate is a base. So both gives a calcium gluconate salt. See, this is the structure, COO minus taken to calcium plus 2. So remaining all same. See, second carbon OH is left, OH is right, H is left. Third carbon H is right, OH is left. Remaining all are the same. So this acid plus calcium carbonate form a salt, that is a calcium gluconate. So this calcium gluconate on hydrolysis with Penton's reagent. Penton's reagent means hydrogen peroxide and ferric ion. Hydrogen peroxide and ferric ion mixture is known as a Penton's reagent. So it will gives a, it will remove the calcium carbon dioxide, calcium carbonate, and so this secondary alcohol convert into the aldehyde functional group. So This calcium gluconate convert into the D-arabinose. So this is the Ruff's degradation. So here again D-glucose on oxidizes with the mild oxidizing reagent bromine water to form a gluconic acid. So in this aldehyde functional group convert into the COOH functional group. So when this gluconic acid react with the calcium carbonate, so it will form a calcium gluconate. Here calcium gluconate COO minus taken to calcium plus 2 ion. So this is react with the Penton's reagent, that means hydrogen peroxide and ferric ion to form a D-arabinose. Here the Ruff's method, D-glucose is oxidized to gluconic acid with bromine water, then calcium salt of this acid on oxidation with hydrogen peroxide in the presence of ferric salt, that means ferric chloride, like that ferric salt. So yield a D-arabinose. So sugar, D-arabinose sugar with one carbon atom less. Here D-glucose containing a 6 carbon atoms. So D-arabinose containing a 5 carbon atoms. So this D-arabinose sugar with one carbon atom less. So here hydrogen peroxide in the presence of ferric salt. This mixture is known as a Penton's reagent. Reagent. So this is the conversion of aldohexose to aldofentose. Functional group is same. So D-glucose containing the aldehyde functional group, D-arabinose also containing the aldehyde functional groups, but so decrease one carbon. So D-glucose containing the 6 carbon atoms, D-arabinose containing the 5 carbon atoms. Functional group is same, aldose. So aldehyde functional group. So this is the aldohexose to aldopentose. This conversion is known as a Ruff's degradation. Example of D-glucose to D-arabinose. See here, third conversion is aldohexose to ketohexose. So here aldohexose, that means so this carbohydrate containing the aldehyde functional group and 6 carbon atoms. Ketohexose means it contains the keto functional group and 6 carbon atoms. Here carbon atoms are same. So hexose means so containing 6 carbon atoms, but here aldose ketose. So aldose containing the aldehyde functional group and ketose containing a keto functional group. So here we can observe the aldehyde functional group, that means C double bond O H functional group convert to the C double bond O keto functional group, This is the keto functional group, this is the aldehyde functional groups. So number of carbon atoms are same. So we know this, the example of D-glucose to D-fructose, converting of D-glucose to D-fructose. We know the glucose structure and fructose structure. Glucose structure containing the aldehyde functional group and 6 carbon atoms. Fructose containing the keto functional group and 6 carbon atoms. So example of this conversion is D-glucose to D-fructose. So see how this conversion takes place. See here D-glucose is example for aldohexose is converted to Osazone. Osazone. So which on boiling with HCl gave ozone. Selective reduction of ozone with zinc in acetic acid gave defructose. Defructose is example for the ketohexose. This is the conversion. See here, D-glucose reactive. See the reactions. Take the D-glucose. We know the D-glucose structure. D-glucose react with the 3 moles of phenylhydrazine. 3 moles of phenylhydrazine to form a glucosazone. So if they take the D-fructose, it will form same osazone, that is known as a fructosazone. So the structure of D-glucosazone and fructosazone both are same. So when D-glucose react with the 3 moles of phenylhydrazine, it will form a glucosazone. This glucosazone, so boiled with the HCl or acid hydrolysis, it will give a glucosane, ozone. See here, when react with this hydrolysis, so when this here CH double bond NH here, this bond is break here, and from C double bond N, this bond is break here. This first bond convert into the aldehyde functional group, and the second breakage convert to the keto functional group. So this is glucosane or fructosane. So this selective reduction of ozone with zinc acetic acid gave a fructose. So this is the reduction when aldehyde reduced to the primary alcohol. Here this aldehyde group reduced to the CH2OH, so primary alcohol group. So this is the fructose structure, CH2OH, C double bond O. At the second carbon, keto functional group is there. So this is the conversion. We know the D-glucose react with the 3 moles phenylhydrazine, it will form a glucosazone. So in the conversion of D-glucosazone, so D-glucose react with the first mole of phenylhydrazine, it will gives a hydrazone. So react, this aldehyde group react with the first mole of the phenylhydrazine, form a hydrazone, this hydrazone, and the second mole of phenylhydrazine, so react with the this glucosazone, hydrazone. So this second carbon convert into the C double bond O group, and this phenylhydrazine convert into the aniline and ammonia. So and the third mole of phenylhydrazine again react with this C double bond O group, it will convert a hydrazone. So this is the mechanism. So here D-glucose react with the 3 moles of phenylhydrazine to form a glucosazone. So glucose react with the first mole of phenylhydrazine to form a phenylhydrazone. Then this phenylhydrazone react with the second mole of phenylhydrazine. This second carbon, that means secondary alcohol, oxidizes to C double bond O group, and this phenylhydrazine reduced to aniline and ammonia. So then third mole of phenylhydrazine react with this C double bond O group, it will form a phenylhydrazone, that means glucosazone, it will form a glucosazone. So finally 3 moles of phenylhydrazine So react with the glucose and form a glucosazone. At the same, fructose also react with the 3 moles of phenyl forms a fructosazone. This fructosazone and glucosazone both structures are same. So after forming glucosazone, it will take the hydrolysis in presence of H plus takes place. So here and here hydrolysis takes place. So this carbon and this carbon. So first carbon convert into the aldehyde group, second carbon convert into the keto group. So then it will reduction of selective zinc and acetic acid, it will convert a so D fructose. This is the conversion of aldohexose to ketohexose. Here simple mechanism is this aldehyde functional group. This aldehyde functional group 6 carbon carbohydrate convert to the keto containing 6 carbon carbohydrate, that means a D fructose. That means a D fructose. See the next fourth conversion, ketohexose to aldohexose. Here ketohexose means, hexose means containing the 6 carbon carbohydrate. So it will contain a keto functional group. So it is a ketohexose. To aldohexose means it containing a aldehyde functional group and 6 carbon atoms. Aldohexose. That means example for ketohexose is D fructose and example for aldohexose is D glucose. So here D fructose to D glucose, conversion of D fructose to D glucose. So here take the D fructose, that is the example for ketohexose. When reduced with sodium amalgam, when reduced with sodium amalgam, gave isomeric sorbitol mixture, gave isomeric sorbitol mixture. So next D-glucitol. So D-glucitol is separated and oxidizes to give a mixture of aldonic acid. This D-glucitol, these both are known as a D-glucitol. D-glucitol is separated and oxidizes to give a mixture of aldonic acids, from which D-gluconic acid is separated, lactonized and reduced to give a D-glucose. Reduced to give a D-glucose. See here D fructose ketohexose when reduced with sodium amalgam gave a isomeric sorbitol mixture. So in this mixture D-glucitol is separated and oxidized to gave a mixture of aldonic acids, from with D-gluconic acid is separated, lactonized and reduced to give a D-glucose. See a reaction, take the D-fructose as a ketohexose. So when this D-fructose reduced with sodium amalgam, NaHg. So when reduction, this keto group converted to secondary alcohol groups. Keto group convert to secondary alcohol on reduction, secondary alcohol. So it gives a two isomeric mixtures, two isomeric sorbitol mixtures. See here above second carbon, at second carbon, this is the second carbon OH is right side, H is left side. In this below mixture, at second H is right side, OH is left side, remaining. So configuration of all carbons are same, remaining all carbons configuration is same, only second carbon configuration is so differ here sorbitol mixture. So in this above mixture, so OH is right, H is left. In the below mixture, H is right, OH is left. When this mixture is reacted with the oxidizes to concentration HNO3, so this secondary alcohol, this above CH2OH group convert to the COOH group here. When this is on heating, by removing a water molecule, it will convert to a gamma lactone. So here C double bond O, CHOH, CHOH, CH. So lactone group is there. Lactone group. It will take the cyclization. It will take the cyclization at fourth carbon. So this is a gamma lactone. So on reduction of sodium amalgam, so this gamma lactone converted to the D-glucose. See at the same, this below mixture, sorbitol mixture. So on hydrolysis with concentrated HNO3, concentration HNO3 is a strong oxidizing agent. So CH2OH primary alcohol functional group. CH2OH primary alcohol functional group convert to the COOH acid functional group. On hydrolysis, on heating, so this OH and fourth carbon H. So on heating, it will remove the water molecule. It will form a aldolactone or gamma lactone. Aldolactone. So here fourth carbon hydrogen and first carbon OH group. So remove as a water molecule. The cyclization takes place here. So aldolactone will form. This aldolactone on reduction with sodium amalgam, it gives a D-mannose. So D-glucose and D-mannose both are the aldohexoses. These both are containing the aldehyde functional group and 6 carbon atoms. Both are formed with D-fructose. D-fructose means ketohexose. Ketohexose to so convert into the aldohexose. That means D-glucose and so D-mannose. D-glucose and D-mannose both are the epimers. So both are defined configuration at C2 carbon atoms. So these are the interconversions of carbohydrates. So aldopentose to aldohexose, that means here same functional group and one carbon atom increases. Second one is aldohexose to aldopentose. Here same functional group, one carbon atom decreases. This one carbon atom increases reaction is known as a Kleine-Fischer synthesis. One carbon atom so decreases less conversion is known as a Ruff's degradation. And the third one is the aldohexose to ketohexose. Here so number of carbon atoms are same, hexose, that means 6 carbon atom, but the functional group is changed. Functional group this here aldohexose to ketohexose, that means here aldehyde functional group convert into the keto functional group. So no change of the carbon atoms, but the functional group changes takes place, that means aldehyde to keto functional group. Next one is the ketohexose to aldohexose. Here also so number of carbon atoms are same, that is 6 carbon atoms, but here conversion takes place keto functional group to aldo functional group. Keto functional group to aldo functional group. So this is the conversions of monosaccharides, interconversions of monosaccharides. So these 4 conversions are there in our syllabus. Okay, thank you.